Welcome back to Daily Akari Sauce. We got to catch up on yesterday. A very hard puzzle number 573 by Maya-chan once again. Alright. Yeah, I was out busy with Tetris people in real life. Like a friend of mine from Seattle Puzzle Club. Okay. Can't be both of these. Can't be both of these. These are in agreement with each other. Was hosting a party. And it was a 6-hour commute, so I really didn't have time. And then the last ferry back was canceled. Same agreement here as we have on the bottom. So I ended up crashing at one of the goers' like frat house, and fortunately woke up unpranked. But yeah, I just hung out with another friend who was in the city, and then headed home. And trains were... Apparently there was a derailment last night, and that also stopped some of us from getting home. Can't be both of these, which eliminates these. But yeah, like we got to... We were trying to head back home, and we got to like... we were gonna grab the train from International District, Chinatown. There's corner eliminations here that I missed. And like, and here. They had completely evacuated the station, shut it down, when we were like, no, this should be going for like at least another 30 minutes, right? But no. Actually, wait, hang on. If it's both of these, then this goes here, and then this one's completely blocked off, so this has to go here. Alright, and then, so that put these in agreement with each other. If something were to go in here, this would go here. And yeah, that would be a little problematic so, what if this went here? If this went here, this could go here, this could go here, this could go here, that's fine. If this would go here, this could go here, this could go here, this could go here, that's also fine. Okie dokie. But yeah, I didn't get back until like just recently, and just haven't had time to record. But I got time now. So let's just relax and solve some Akari puzzles. I've been doing like no relaxing lately. Wait, hang on. What if something were to go in here? Then in between here, this would go here. Same issue creates an issue. So we can eliminate these, which leaves 2 left here. And then... what else? We've got corner eliminations on this too. This would go like here. This would go here. Can I already prove this has to go here? This can't be both of these. This can't be both of these. If it were both these 2 would conflict, so yep, this does go here. Also showed the friend I was hanging out with today, like basics how to play Akari, and they picked it up really quick, and was able to get to agreements, which is nice. Usually that's not something someone can learn on their first day of solving these. These are already taken care of by this agreement. Not sure what else is useful here. Does anything need a hero? I don't see anything. This were to go here, we'd have this here, these here. This one could light itself up, I think. Yeah, that seems fine. This one is taken care of by this agreement. How do we get all of these lit up? Well, for one, this could just go here. Just put this here and here, and then this here and here, and that would take care of all that. So, nothing seems like it wouldn't work. I think these are 3 crucial things. I need to look for things that would cause an issue. What would block off 2 liberties against one of them? Well, okay, so if this were to go here, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here. I don't think that knocks any liberties off of this 2. The only thing that could really is if this goes here, and then that would put these 2 here, and then I would put these 2 here and these 2 here. Would that create an issue with this one? If this goes here, this goes here. Oh yeah, I think it would. Because this one would be completely blocked off. If this goes here, this goes here. Which leaves one here, but we're not going to look at that yet, because that would put 2 here, which would put 2 here, which would put 2 here, yeah. So I can prove that it's not this one. What does that tell me? Not much. Well, I know it's going to be one of these 2. Oh yeah, we also stopped by Cal Anderson Park today. There were a lot of really talented artists who had stations there. I wish I could have supported them, but I don't have money. What else works? If this were to go here... Wait, hang on. How long has this been true? If this goes here, this goes here. Oh, okay. And that blocks this one off, so I can prove that it's not here, which solves this agreement, leaves one here, solves this agreement, fills up this 2, fills up this 2, solves that 2, puts this here, that there, and we're done. Alright, 8 minutes, 12 seconds, perfect score. On to the Sunday puzzle. Home. Yeah, why can't I go to today's puzzle? Come on, why is it no work key? Archive, home. Okay, there we go. Alright. Puzzle number 574, Very Hard, by Mrs. Dot. August 2nd. Alright. Corner eliminations on 3. Let's just knock off all the things against the smileys, the zeros. Sunday puzzle, so it's going to be hardest one. The hardest one this week is a corner elimination right here. This can't be both of these because that would knock off 2 against a 3, which puts this here. And I think these 2 are in agreement with each other. That also puts 2 here. Yeah, these 2 are 100% in agreement with each other, which eliminates all of these. And same with here, there's an agreement here between these 2. Alright. Beep. This can't go here, because then there would be nothing to light this up, so we can eliminate that, and then this is the only one that can light itself up. And then we've got a couple identical eliminations that we can take care of. We can eliminate those because they have this exact same effect on the rest of the puzzle, and there can only be one solution. What else would raise issues? I do not know. I think we have some identicals on this row, actually. Because, we can imagine that all these X's here in the agreements are already lit up. So, this one has the same effect as this one. But not this one, because that would light this up. Alright, a couple more identicals on the bottom here that I missed. Alright, I'm gonna... Wait, hang on. If this goes here, this one can be lit up by this. If this goes here, this one can be lit up by this. So can I prove it has to be one of these two? If this were all blue, or all lit up, I guess, then yeah, there'd be no way to take care of these. So it has to be one of these two, which eliminates all of these. Which gives us corner eliminations galore. I don't think we have anything similar up here. It seems like it's shaped rotationally symmetrically, but the number blocks are not rotationally symmetrical to each other. What else is there? Anything that would create an issue here. This would go here. This could go here, that's fine. Kinda just depends whether or not this one's lit up. So let's see, if this... Well, let's imagine that this whole column were already lit up. We would see this here, this here, this here. This here. And then these two would be in agreement. I can prove not here because that would create a conflict between this one and this one. Can I prove the same here? Yeah, I can. Oh, wait. I can prove can't do both these because that would block this one, and then that puts these two in agreement with each other. Beep. This one I think absolutely has to be lit up by this. Yep. Which solves these agreements. Now, we can eliminate these because that would block 2 against 2, and there's only 3 left. Can also prove it's neither of these. Or, well, not neither of these, but can't be both of these, because that would block off this one. Well, some kid outside is singing a song. Let them have their fun. If this were to go here, this would go here and here. This would have to go here, this would have to go here. Corner elimination right here that I missed. Oh, and there's only one liberty left here. If it were to be both of these, then this would be both of these, and that would completely block up this one. So I can prove that this has to go here. Which gives us corner elimination right here, I think. Yeah. I think the corner... Yeah, that corner elimination was there to begin with. I just didn't see it. If it were to be both of these, this would go here. That would block up this one, which means this has to go here. So leaves one liberty left here. Can mark this off. I call them liberties because they're like liberties in Go. I don't know how to play Go very well. The friend I was hanging out with today was coaching me a little bit, because they're a lot better at Go than I am. I just know like the very, very basics how to play, and then like the names of the strategies. I'm just not good at recognizing them. But I feel like the kind of skill it takes to get good at Akari and the kind of skill it takes to get good at Go are pretty much the same thing. So I could see myself getting like pretty decent at Go. Probably not like top level, but okay. Actually, can I see, is there like a three-way agreement between all this? If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go, yeah, I'm just gonna call that a three-way agreement. I don't feel like checking and verifying every permutation just to make sure. I think it's a pretty sound assumption. What else? Anything need a hero? This one needs to be lit up by either this one or this one. Just depends on the agreement. So if this were all lit up, this would go here. Then... Oh wait, we have an agreement between this and this, and I think that would create an impossibility with what I was just looking at. What was I looking at? If this were to go here, then... I'm tired. I feel like I'm over my cold, it's just my body's not. So if this were to go here, this one would have to go here, this one would have to be lit up by this. This one would have to go here, and then I think there would be nothing to light this up. Is that right? If this goes here, then this has to light itself up, and it can only be lit up by this one, which puts this here. This here. Hang on. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here, and nothing can light this up. Okay. So I think I can prove, yeah, this is not here, which puts this here and solves this agreement. Would anything else on this row cause an issue? Well, let's see. If this were all lit up, this would go here. This would go here. This would go here, and there would be nothing to light this up. So what's the vital? Either this one, or this one? Or wait, no. I think I can prove not this one. Because if this were here, I think the vitals on this row are going to be either this one or this one. Because, yeah, if this goes here, then we have this here, and then nothing can light these up. So, yeah. So, it has to be here or here, and we've got like a little loop. And that means it can't be either of these. Because then that would also make it impossible to just have one of these two lit up. So yeah, we've got like a little loop. I don't know, it's just every time I say, oh, Mrs. Dot really knows how to make loops, it's a puzzle that doesn't have any loops. So I didn't want to say that this time. And then of course, just because of that, we get a classic Mrs. Dot loop. This is the only square that can line itself up. I don't know how long that's been true for, but that puts this here, and I might not have even spotted the loop if I spotted that earlier, but I don't know, maybe it was affected by something. It closes this loop. Something up, misclick one left here, and then here, and we're done. 11 minutes 23 seconds, perfect score. See you tomorrow for the Monday puzzle, hopefully.